Hi to all, welcome to HEF channel. You are watching health, environment, food safety, fire safety, sustainability solutions. Today we are discussing very interesting topic, that is what is the carbon footprint and what is the history of carbon footprint and what is the basic calculation of carbon footprint and what is the GHG, greenhouse gases, and how to causing the greenhouse gases and CO2 emissions of India, what is the effects of this, and case studies, and what is the carbon footprint calculators. So let us discuss all these topics today. First of all, what is the history of carbon footprint? A carbon footprint has historically been defined as the total set of greenhouse gas emissions caused by an organization, an event, or product or person. It is probably an extension of the concept of ecological footprints developed by the ecologist William Rees at the University of British Columbia in the early 1990s. Dr. Mathis Wekernagel, executive director of the Global Footprint Network, states that the price of carbon footprint received its biggest boost in 2005 through an enormous BP media campaign on the footprint. So, exactly what is the definition of carbon footprint? The total amount of greenhouse gases, GHG, greenhouse gases produced to directly and indirectly support human activities, usually expressed in equivalent tons of carbon dioxide, CO2. Your carbon footprint is the sum of all emissions of CO2, carbon dioxide, which were induced by your activities in a given time frame. Usually a carbon footprint is a calculated for the time of the year. So what is exactly the basic calculation of carbon footprint? So in the suppose fuel, petrol per liter 2.3 kgs CO2 emitted per unit, gasoline 1 liter unit 2.3 kgs emitted CO2, diesel 1 liter 2.7 kgs CO2 emitted per unit, oil, heating oil 1 liter 3.0 kgs. So if your car consumes 7.5 liters diesel per 100 kilometer, then a drive of 300 kilometers distance consumes 3 multiply 7.5 equal to 22.5 liters diesel. So which adds to 22.5 multiply 2.7 kgs. So we already discussed to diesel 1 liter per unit 2.7 CO2 emitted per units. So like this you can be 22.5 multiply 2.7 kgs equal to 60.75 kgs CO2 to your personal carbon footprint. So like that your car consumes the 60.75 kg CO2 to your personal carbon footprints. So this is a basic calculation of petrol, gasoline, diesel and oil heating. So in carbon footprint, each of the following add 1 kg of CO2 to your personal carbon footprint. Suppose travel by public transportation, train or bus, a distance of 10 to 12 kilometers, 6.5 to 7 miles. You drive your car a distance of 6 kilometers or 3.75 miles, assuming 7.3 liters petrol per 100 kilometers or 39 mpg. So fly with a plane a distance of 22.2 kilometers or 1.375 miles. Operate your computer for 32 hours, 60 watt consumption assumed. So production of 5 plastic bags, production of 2 plastic bags, production of the 1/3 of an American cheeseburger. So let us discuss exactly what is the greenhouse gases. What is the GHG? Means G means green, H house, G means gases. Greenhouse gases are those that can absorb and emit infrared radiation in order to the most abundant greenhouse gases in Earth's atmosphere are. Gas formula and contribution. Let us discuss. Suppose water vapor H2O formula 36 to 72% contribution. Carbon dioxide CO2 9 to 26% contribution. Methane CH4 4 to 9% contribution. Ozone O3 3 to 7% contributions. So like this, the greenhouse gases are that can absorb and emit infrared radiations in order to most abundant greenhouse gases in Earth atmosphere. So carbon dioxide is also so-called greenhouse gas causing global warming. Other greenhouse gases which might be emitted as a result of your activities are example methane and ozone. These greenhouse gases are normally also taken into account for the carbon footprint. They are converted into the amount of CO2 that would be cause the some effects on the global warming. This is called the equivalent CO2 amount. The carbon footprint is a very powerful tool to understand the impact of personal behavior on global warming. So CO2 emissions, suppose we taken that India in the thousands metric tons of carbon, suppose solids or liquids, gases, flaring and cement total. So every year we have to discuss for that CO2 emissions from India and how to affect that in climate change for these parameters. So let us discuss what is the main effects of this carbon footprints. So first of all, climate change. The climate change is the ultimate effect of large carbon footprints. Greenhouse gases, whether natural or human produced, contribute to the warming of the planet. From 1990s to 2005, carbon dioxide emissions increased by 31% by 2008. The emissions had contributed to 35% increase in a radioactive warming or a shift in Earth's energy balance toward warming over 1990 levels. So depletion of resources. Large carbon footprint deplete resources on a large and small scales, from a country's deforestation activities to one home's increased use of air conditioning. The more those with large carbon footprints use resources, the more greenhouse gases increase and spur further climate change. So some case studies, suppose we'll take for any example in product size like cheeseburger 130 grams. In amount of serving, kilogram CO2 equivalent to 3.06. So kilogram CO2 into 240 kilograms methane 123 methane, and total energy sources 243 grams, and transportation fossil fuels diesel 120 grams, and gasoline 48 grams, electricity production and fossil fuel natural gas 75 grams, and coal 1 gram. So like the total non-energy source 284 grams, and energetic fermentation 81, and manure 25, other 5. So carbon product ratio 23.7. So and localism ratings and sustainable production rating, overall carbon code orange. So like that is a case studies in carbon facts. This is called the carbon facts of your product size. Like for this international, in all overall sites around the world are contributing to the group's ambitions greenhouse gas reductions targets, and every hydropower agreement and 2009 to halve its GHG emissions. North Little Rock Arkansas factory completed a hydropower agreement in 2019 to have its GHG emissions, and Warehouse Mexico City has one of the largest solar installation in the Latin America and expects to reduce equivalent CO2 emissions by 54 tons a year. And Ichang factory in China has installed 2000 solar tubes for the preheating of water, which will reduce CO2 emissions by more than 5.3 tons a year. Factory in Burgos, Spain has made a public commitment to the carbon neutral by 2015 by using a green technologies including solar arrays and biofuel and geothermal energy. And comes to India, in overall plant in Pune uses a solar heating to preheat wash water, saving 93 tons of CO2 per year. or 6% of total energy use. There are 320 solar panels spread over the 922 meters square in India. So carbon footprint is a very valid for this in business and workplaces nowadays. It is a part of the sustainability frameworks element. So let us discuss about that. What is how carbon footprint calculator? What is a carbon footprint calculator? Suppose we'll take for an example. How many people in your home? How many people are you in household? And how much electricity is kilowatts, and natural gas is how much, heating oil liters, and coal metric tons, and LPG liters, and propane liters, and wooden pellets metric tons. So you can calculate your household footprint. So accordingly the it should be show for that as per that carbon footprint standards. So if you go for that sub mileage, and if you go for choose vehicles, or if you have any enter efficiency of a large petrol or car above 2.0 above, so like that you have to calculate for all footprints and food preferences and organic produce and seasonal foods and imported food and goods and fashion packaging and furniture and electricals and recycling recreation and car manufacture and finance and other services. And you can estimate it as secondary source also. Primary and secondary is important. Primary sources is your control, secondary sources is it's not your control, but you have to estimate the secondary footprint, and accordingly you have to indirectly have to control that your carbon footprint. Suppose house 3.51 metric tons of CO2, flights 0.00 metric tons of CO2, car 0.01 metric tons for that CO2, and motorbike 0.01 metric tons of CO2, bus and rail 0.00 metric tons of CO2, secondary 0.00 metric tons of CO2. So total about 3.5 is the metric tons of the CO2 in generally in total to offset equal to 3.53 metric tons of the carbon dioxide. So like that you have to calculate for your carbon footprint in your house and workplace and your college or wherever you have to go for that in your surrounding with as per the carbon footprint standards parameters. And how green is your workplace? How green is your college? How green is your home? How green is your workplace? Does your workplace or college have a recycling program for its waste paper or cardboard cans and bottles? You can be check yourself. And does your workplace or college have a policy to use a recycled paper? Does your workplace seek to avoid the use of disposal paper, plastic, foam cups and plates? And has that your workplace or college or any institution eliminated that use of the aerosol sprays and fire extinguishers that contain CFCs? And does that your workplace have an active policy and strategy to reduce its water consumption? And does your workplace or college use environmental friendly cleaning liquids? So how green is your workplace? Like that you have to question to each and like, does that your workplace avoid the use of garden and household pesticides using environment friendly and alternates instead? And does that your workplace have an active policy and strategy to reduce its energy consumption? Does the kitchen offer a choice of healthy foods and discourage students from the eating junk foods? And does the kitchen collect its food waste to turn into the compost or use it to feed dogs or pigs? Are you using for that any biofuels or any biodiesel policy? Had you follow that any biofuel policy and green energy norms? And does your workplace have the house plants in rooms and corridors? And is this your workplace making an effort to beautify in the grounds? Is this ecological friendly products are using? So like this every questionnaire it should be comes to for related to carbon related low carbon values. And does your workplace provide environmental education and project work for students and staff? And does your college or workplace get involved in a local environmental activities, both staff and your employees, or any project based students or anybody out to visitors, or for all employees? And does the college or workplace invite speakers to talk to all about the environment and its problems? And does the workplace library ever hold special exhibitions of books or magazines about the world environment crisis? Does your workplace is create the environmental culture or environmental club or society? Or has your workplace ever undertaken environmental audits or its activities and courses? And has your workplace set up a environmental action a team to look into the kinds of action which it could take? And does the college encourage the staff and students to take a positive attitude and building the belief that we can make a difference? If you say yes, 2 marks. If it is a partially presently discussing this, 1. If it is no for that, 0. So like this you have to discuss yourself and you can make the report card like 35 to 40 you are the doing the excellent, take a green medal. 30 to 35 you are doing a quite well. 20 to 30 you have made a start but you are not at a green college or green workplace. And 0 20 plenty of room for improvement, must be better next time. So like your college score, your workplace score is the orange. So like that you have to implement in that carbon footprint culture in your area. So we should take the measures to shorten our carbon footprint by reducing the emission of greenhouse gas, mainly carbon dioxide. So why we initiate that this carbon footprint culture and carbon footprint clubs? To calculate the carbon footprint for various day-to-day activities for an individual or an organizations, and then find and suggest measures to shorten the footprint of an individual or an organization as a whole. Also spread, you have to spread awareness among the students and people about the same and help maintain a planet as a green whole. Why should you support the club? Why should you support this green carbon footprint culture? You have to gain the knowledge about the environment, perform actions to improve the campus environment and maintain its green, and help to solve the local environmental problems, educate others about the environment, enjoy yourself and have fun, learn about carbon footprint values and how they should be organized and how you have to control yourself. And this idea and this environmental club will be an ideal place for your gain these understandings. And this will be promote the environmental literacy and as well as raise the quality of your total education experience. And by promoting the study of an action and issues really interest you, and it is increase your participation in areas and easy to learn for this carbon footprint cultures. So education, and you have to prepare environmental literacy campaign, and you make it that get posters and put up then bulletin boards, prepare a dramatic presentation on issues, and you prepare run a workplace environmental quiz and with prizes for winners. You maintain the environmental notice board with interesting news on the environmental setup, environmental corners in the library, and you have to arrange for interesting people to speak on a topic or issues, and you can debate for this environmental culture and way forwards, how this culture should be, have to follow these things. It is a very important, very clearly we had mentioned that the carbon footprint is a measure of impact our activities have on the environment and the particular climate change. It relates to amount of greenhouse gases produced by day-to-day lives through burning fossil fuels for electricity, heating and transportation. So the carbon footprint is a measurement of all greenhouse gases we individually produce and has a units of tons of carbon dioxide and equivalent. So a carbon footprint is a total set of greenhouse gases emissions caused by organization, event, product, persons. Greenhouse gases can be emitted through transport, land clearance, and the productions, consumption of foods and fuels. And a low carbon footprint is our aim. The manufacturing goods, materials, wood roads, and woods, buildings and services. For simplicity of reporting, it is often to expressed in terms of the amount of carbon dioxide equivalent of GHG emitted. The concept of the name of the carbon footprint originates the ecological footprint discussions. The carbon footprint is a subset of ecological footprint and the more comprehensive in the life cycle assessment also given individuals, nations or organizations, carbon footprint can be measured by undertaking the GHG emissions assessment. Once the size of carbon footprint is known, a strategy can be devised to reduce. Example by technological developments, better process and product management, changed green public or private procurement or consumption strategies and others. So reuse, recycle is very important. Very concepts triple R. The triple R is that always reuse, recycle and reduce. This is a very important for this carbon emissions uh, point of view. The mitigation of the carbon footprints through the development of alternative projects such as solar or wind energy or reforestation represent on the way reducing the carbon footprint, and it's often known as carbon offsetting. The main influences on carbon footprint include the population, economic output and energy, carbon intensity of the economy. These factors the main targets of the individuals and business in order to decrease carbon footprints. Scholars suggest the most effective way to decrease a carbon footprint is to either decrease the amount of the energy needed for the production or decrease the dependence on the emitting fuels. So the carbon footprint is the very important factor. So in your workplace area and in your college or in your home, the carbon footprint standard is a main important. So coming to carbon footprint standard qualification requirement is there. So there is a very clearly mentioned in the carbon and how the carbon footprint, CO2 assessed and reducing the CO2e and carbon footprint carbon neutral, and what the transparency and verification, how to apply for this carbon footprint requirements. The carbon footprint is that overall draw all the polls together the leading standards in assessing, reporting and offsetting emissions. It is an internationally recognized standard that enables the business to promote their low carbon credentials whilst giving their customers confidence that an internationally approved process has been followed and verified against. The standard can apply to organizations, services, products and events. There are three levels of the standards: carbon footprint standard assessed, carbon footprint standard reduced, carbon footprint standard carbon neutral. So like that, CO2 assessed, CO2 reduced, C carbon neutral is there in these organizations and product and services available. So we have the two principles in the standards: the improve the accuracy of assessments and reporting and improve the transparency associated with the communications. There is a benefits for a company implementation the carbon footprint standard is give consumers and business confidence, give qualifying companies confidence in their own process, demonstrate environmental credentials, enhance market reputation, motivate employees. You have to how to achieve certifications. The requirements for each level of certification are explained for this complete appropriate methodology. The final step of the qualification is verification by Carbon Footprint Limited. The once you company that has use, how to use means once a company has achieved the standard for their business, whether for their organizations or product or service or event, they can use the carbon footprint standard logo in their marketing materials to demonstrate their carbon credentials. The carbon footprint standard logos are trademarks of Carbon Footprint Limited, can only be used by under license from the Carbon Footprint Limited license are usually provided for the period of 12 months. So the Carbon Footprint Limited has been a leading provider for carbon calculations, carbon reduction strategies and neutrality standards since 2004. So carbon footprint is a home the most popular freely available in that carbon individuals and households. Carbon Food Limited is a calculations the verification service to companies all sizes of including multinational companies and compliance GHG reporting and voluntary reporting on the system such as a CDP data, previously known as the Carbon Disclosure Project. Carbon footprint is that found in the is a member of the quality assurance standard of the carbon offsettings. So like this the carbon footprint. Let us discuss CO2e assessed. can be applied to the organizations, product, services, and event. It shows that an appropriate assessment methodology has been followed. It will have either been independently assessed by approved assessor or verified by Carbon Footprint Limited team specialist greenhouse gas assessors. So the methodology is that approved to qualify the carbon footprint standard CO2 assessed. The footprint assessment must have been completed against one of the leading internationally recognized methodologies. The carbon footprint standard CO2 assessed recognizes these standards as being robust methodologies. Organizational footprinting, WRI greenhouse gas reporting, BEIS voluntary reporting guidelines, previously DECC, and for product and service footprinting, BSIS and PAS 2050 2011, ISO 14000 2015, greenhouse gas protocol product standard, and for event purpose BSIS PAS 2016 and ISO 20121. So assessment scope and boundaries. An early stage of any assessment is to clearly define the boundaries and scope of assessments to be made publicly available. There is a clearly mentioned that carbon footprint scope 1, scope 2 and scope 3. It's very clearly mentioned that carbon footprint standard, the branding must be only the used to promote the credentials of the subjects include with assessment of the scope and boundary. The boundaries statement shall also include the which source of greenhouse gases emissions have been included in the assessment. Any organizations typically all of scope 1 and scope 2 emissions as defined by WRI greenhouse gas protocol plus scope 3 emissions that are easily calculated. The table is scope of emissions or organization is mainly carbon dioxide and nitrous oxide and methane. It is any of this clearly statement is given which are not included in that assessment, and why this in this case you have to define and how it will be impact for this greenhouse gases. Product and services. The boundary definition should as a minimum include cradle to factory gate. However, in many instances it could also include cradle to customer, cradle to grave, or cradle to cradle. What is the emission factors? Emission factors must be used from leading sources and must be most recently available versions of these factors. The carbon footprint standard CO2 assessed recognizes these sources of emissions factors as being suitable for organization footprinting, BIS and WRI GHG protocol, and nationally produced factors by government bodies, Environmental Protection Agency and IEA for international country specific electricity factors. For product footprinting, the approved factors are those included for the organization's footprinting plus other product and material life cycle factors approved international database include. It is universities are already presenting for this Eco-Invent and Bath University ICE factors. You have to communication, and all communication relating to the footprint assessment must be clear and include the scope and the boundary of assessment. It must not overstated assessment has been made. And verification. The assessment need to either be carried out verified by approved verification body. Independent verification is highly expected and often results in extra points being awarded for the reporting data. Like example, carbon disclosure project. So carbon footprint standard is a reducing CO2 is that like that we have reducing CO2e and also we have to discuss for carbon footprint standard carbon neutral. Carbon neutral is an organization services even must first achieve the carbon footprint standard that following these all emissions must then offset using the carbon credits that have been generated. The projects meet the requirements outlined in these sections. And carbon neutral after that carbon credit requirements, and we have the transparency and verification and assessments and neutrality and reductions process, and we have to apply for that carbon footprint standard formats. Some abbreviation we will discuss that. BEIS means Department of Business, Energy and Industry Strategies. BSI British Standards Institution. CDP previously known as the Carbon Disclosure Project. CER Certified Emission Reduction. DECC, Department for Climate Change. DEFRA, Department for the Environmental, Food and Rural Affairs. EMS, Environment Management System. EPA, Environmental Protection Agency. GHG, Greenhouse Gases. IEA, International Energy Agency. ISO, International Organization for Standardization. PAS, Publicly Available Specification. QAS, Quality Assurance Standard. QMS, Quality Management System. REDD, Reducing Emissions from Deforestation and Degradation. VCS, Verified Carbon Standard. VER, Verified Emissions Reduction. WRI, World Research Institute. So this abbreviation is very important for these terms, and there is many terms of that especially used in the measuring of an offsetting emissions that many will be unfamiliar with. That it's to be information some of the most common terms in carbon management. Carbon credit means relates to the 1 tons of CO2. Carbon footprint, the amount of the carbon dioxide emissions released into atmosphere as a result of the activities of a particular individual, organization or community. Carbon neutral, having a net zero carbon footprint by balancing emissions released with an equivalent amount sequestered, avoided or offset. Carbon offsets means compensating emissions produced by funding an equivalent carbon saving elsewhere. Carbon reduction, reducing carbon emissions from the previous measurement or compared to a baseline measurement. Carbon registry, an electronic registry system which records offsets, purchases, sales and determines are project based carbon offsetting. CER, Certified Emissions Reductions, carbon credits issued by the CDM Executive Board from emissions reductions achieved by CDM projects under rules of Kyoto Protocol. CDM, Clean Development Mechanism, defined in the Kyoto Protocol that provides for emissions reductions projects which generates the CERs to help countries meet part of their emission reduction commitments under the Kyoto Protocol. CO2e, Carbon Dioxide Equivalent. This is the common unit of describing GHG, greenhouse gases. For any quantity and type of GHG, it signifies the amount of carbon dioxide which would have the equivalent global warming impact. EMS, Environment Management System, a set of processes and practices and enables an organization to reduce its environmental impacts and increases its operating efficiency. Emissions factors, values used to convert activity data such as a distance traveled, liters or fuels used or tons or waste disposed into carbon emissions. And growth metric, it is used to examine a company historical growth, which can be used to calculate the compare emissions. Example, USD millions turnover. And ISO 14001 set out criteria and maps out framework that organizations can follow and be audited and certified against for their EMS. ISO 9001 sets out the criteria for a quality management system, and the standard is based on the number of quality management principles. Kyoto Protocol, an international agreement under which industrialized nations commit to reducing their GHG emissions. Paris Agreement, an international agreement within United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change dealing with greenhouse gas emissions, mitigations, adoptions, and finance starting in the year 2020. This aims to follow from the Kyoto Agreement. PAS 2050, a public available standard produced by BSI defining a methodology for carbon life cycle assessment of products. QAS, Quality Assurance Standards, provides a methodology and independent assurance for a carbon offset providers. Determinants and carbon involves cancelling and thus effectively removing carbon credits from emissions trading schemes as a method for offsetting carbon emissions. VCS, Verified Carbon Standards, standard for voluntary carbon offsetting, ensuring that all project-based voluntary emissions reductions that are independently verified meet its criteria. VER, Verified Emission Reduction, provide additional social and community benefits in addition to high quality carbon offsetting 1 VR is the equivalent of 1 ton of CO2 reduced. So like this we have to discuss for all that carbon footprint data, and it is very useful, this carbon footprint and CDM registry and the carbon disclosure projects and ISO 9001, ISO 14001, greenhouse gases and climate change, QAS and greenhouse gas protocols. We have to understand for that greenhouse gases emissions and greenhouse gas effects. It's very important for how to reducing and how to uh, reducing our carbon footprint is the major things in social media or building a data center. So any area you have to, for the any project you can be understand that how much carbon footprint you are controlling in your area, and how to energy efficiency or to wind energy like electric energy, and for yearly how much what is the problem, suppose wind energy is there, destabilizer grid is there, or any current grid infrastructures can't take anymore. So how can you have to demand is there, as per the situation you can be alert, and you have to implement and incorporating your carbon footprint calculator, and the same too you have to update in this uh, sustainability framework data. This is a very important in carbon footprinting culture. So every nowadays very in environmental pollutions, in that every area carbon footprint culture is very most favor of this culture, and it is the understand for the data is that carbon footprinting strategies, carbon footprinting culture is very important. So you can understand, you can be motivate, you can create the culture in that carbon dioxide in area. You can one idea carbon of out of carbon dioxide, think about wandering along any things you have to behind. The carbon footprint is the measure of the impact that human activities have an amount of the greenhouse gases produced, measured in the terms of kilograms or carbon dioxide produced a. In this, a primary carbon footprint is there, secondary carbon footprint is there. So like that you have the different types is that. So classify in your area, in your household, suppose imported foods and home meals, appliance and ready meals, and eating large quantities red meat, and flying work from London to showroom, and using a car to drive into town for 2 minutes, cheese strings, energy efficient condenser boils, and using a tumbler dryer, drinking bottles. So like every worksheet you have to understand your home activity and classify a carbon footprint activity, and you can examine your two persons carbon footprints, you can examine to product carbon footprint, you can examine your project carbon footprint, you can examine your workplace carbon footprint. Then you can be calculate, and you have to understand for that for this as per the carbon footprint standards. Okay, this is the entirely carbon footprint culture and carbon footprint history. Let us understand, implement your workplace area, create carbon footprint culture. Thank you, thanks a lot.